One night last June, by the light of the moon, the crime of all time began. That fox of a crook got nasty and took the spoons from all over the land. The moon went away, and by light of day, the theft of the spoons came out. Folks searched for a spoon from morning to noon, and then they began to shout. Yes, then they began to shout.
We're calling the hunter, a mighty sleuth is he. We're calling the hunter, where can the hunter be? Where, oh, where? We've looked everywhere, here and there.
Well, looky here. Folks in the States are searching for me because of this big spoon robbery. Son, which way is it to Albuquerque?
We're calling the hunter, where can the hunter be?
Now Flanagan, Brannigan, Hannigan, Shanigan, all were put onto the case.
Find me the goons who've been stealing me spoons,
said the chief with a threat on his face. Determined to win, off-rode the men to bring back that thief at night. But the driver got lax as they crossed the tracks, and a train put him out of the fight. Yes, a train put him out of the fight.
We're calling the hunter, a mighty sleuth is he. We're calling the hunter.
I got to get back to the good old U.S. of A., son. You got a spare elephant I can borrow?
Ooba gooba dooba.
Woo-wee, son, I can't understand a word you're saying. Yeah. This poor fella's got one of those foreign-type accents. Yeah. Now, hold on here. I'll say what it... Yow-ee!
We're calling the hunter. Where can the hunter be?
Now Flanagan, Brannigan, Hannigan, Shanigan, all were put off of the case. And Mulligan, Tulligan, Shulligan, Hulligan, all were put into their place. They ran to their car, rode off with a jar to bring back the fox to the clink. But they took a curve with too much of a swerve, and all were thrown into the drink. Yes, all were thrown into the drink.
We're calling the hunter, a mighty sleuth is he.
Now, let me see now. According to my precise calculations, that way is north. So the U.S. of A. must be in this direction. Now, hold on. I can't dig through the earth. Why, the only thing I might reach this way is, water.
We're calling the hunter. Where can the hunter be?
By now, the spoons had been gone many moons, and this was a sad time in life. For cereal or soup, no one but a goop would eat with a fork or a knife. And what of ice cream and coffee with cream? There had to be spoons once again. But that fox of a crook, with the spoons that he took, was bending them into a chain. Yes, bending them into a chain.
We're calling the hunter, a mighty sleuth is he.
Well, I declare that was quite a swim. I say, son, could you tell me the name of this pond?
Well, that's the English Channel, old chap.
Then this must be England. Well, now, son, I am the hunter, and...
The hunter? Why, they need you in the States. Here, use my private plane.
Yeah!
We're calling the hunter. Where can the hunter be?
The chains the fox made were being displayed and sold to whomever would spend. Was there no one about to find the fox out? Was the day of the spoon at an end? Well, into this gloom with a roar and a zoom came the hunter in his private plane. He landed, guess where? The spoons were all there and the world was happy again. Yes, the world was happy again.
Ah, Hunter, you've done it again. The fox and the spoons, how can we ever repay you? Well, now, there is one small favor. Just name it, Hunter. Well, now, I was on a big safari to Bongo, Congo, and I'd like to get back with some smooth transportation.
Calling the hunter, a mighty sleuth is he. We're calling the hunter.